Hi, this is Corey, and I have
Kathy.
and we're going to be going over text 104E with you today. Kathy, we have all of our materials here, and I guess maybe even start part of 105, but we have all of our materials here. How did we get our material at first?
We prepped it according to test method text 101, part 1, method A, which is the dry prep.
Okay, and as you know, I have never run this test, so you're just going to be kind of walking me through this process on how to do this. So here's my bowl. How much, it's nice, clean, smooth. How much material do I need to put in this bowl?
If you're going to run a multi-point, you would need approximately 100 grams. If you're running a 1 point, you need approximately 50 grams.
So we'll go with the 1 point today. So I'm going to get some material that we have already got out here. So about 50 grams right there. A little bit more.
Just a little bit more.
There we go.
Never hurts to have extra.
Never hurts to have extra. I guess I'm going to need some water.
Yes.
Okay.
Distilled or deionized.
Distilled or and do I spray the water? What do I do here?
Spray the bowl.
Is there a certain amount?
You just spray a little, mix, spray a little, mix.
So spray a little, and like this kind of mixing?
You chop, knead, whatever you need to do,
So like
depending on your material.
Okay. So the material is still really dry. So do I just keep mixing this, or do I add more water at this
you
point?
add more water.
So add a little bit more water. Okay. Well, do you mind showing me the proper method to do this, or am I doing
You're
okay?
You're doing great.
Okay. Yeah, I see how this is going to go. This is going to learn by under fire, huh?
Yes.
So I keep doing this. This might take a while, huh? This looks like it's going to take
water.
a little bit more water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tell me when. Is that pretty good right there?
That's pretty good.
So I keep chopping away here. Now I'd like to do a shout out today too to our film guy, Mr. Pat Crom. He's doing an excellent job back there. So Pat, if you want to join into the conversation at all too, you can.
Yeah, you can just jump right in here, Pat.
So we keep doing this. Okay, this seems like it's going to take a while, right?
Yes.
Okay, luckily we have a second sample that has been done for plenty of time.
Okay.
So we're starting to get to this type of material here. This is so kind of look, should we show them the difference?
Yes.
Of how it should start to get to? And so it's a pretty big difference there, if you can look there. So it does take a while, huh?
Yes.
So
It
at this
depends
point,
on the material, on how fast it accepts the water. One thing you want to do is occasionally, with a rubber spatula, just go around so that you don't have the overspray water, so that there's no free water in the bowl and there's no dry material in the bowl. Everything in the bowl needs to be the exact same consistency.
so we have some dryness up there, so I should probably rinse that off a little bit, huh?
You're okay.
Okay, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So is that looking pretty good there?
Yes.
Okay, so now what's the next step?
You're going to put it into your liquid limit device.
Which is, we've already calibrated, which there'll be a video on that as well.
Yes.
But so let's put that in there real quick. Is that enough material?
Okay.
So I just stick it in here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
And then what?
Squeeze and spread.
Squeeze it down and spread.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do the other side
Yes.
and spread. Okay. So let's show them what that looks like, or is that not good? You're giving me the look of like, hey, we should probably do that again.
Okay. The maximum thickness in the deepest portion should be 4/10 of an inch.
Okay, so I'm going to turn this around real quick so they can see. Not deep enough.
Not
deep enough. Okay, let's come back. So do I just pull that back out then, all of it?
Yes.
Okay. Pull it all back out.
Every time you take material out, you have to clean your liquid limit device before you put more material in. That film will dry very fast, and it'll keep it from being able to flow like it should.
Do I need to dry it too?
Yes. It should be dry before you put material back in also.
Okay. Pretty good there.
Okay.
So I need to have more material, huh?
Mm-hmm. And not squeeze quite as hard.
Don't squeeze so hard, huh? Seems like there's an art to this.
Put your point of your blade about right here.
Okay, so that's about 3/4 up in the bucket. So like that right there?
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Okay, and then right there you said, about 3/4 up there, come down. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, go right there. Can I fill that in since I kind of missed it there? And do I have to do it again or no?
No, that's up to you.
Okay, let's just make it nice and smooth. Okay, so this is the proper depth about?
Possibly. We'll see when we groove it.
We groove it? So
But
can I show them? Or no?
yes.
Okay, so we can turn it around right here. And you can see it has to be how thick again?
4/10 of an inch right through here.
Okay. We'll come back around. And now you said groove it.
Yes.
Is that like we're in a like old school groove it? No? Okay.
No, you want to keep your grooving tool perpendicular
So this
and
way.
go with the shape of the bowl.
What about
Yes.
this? Does it matter which direction that faces?
Yes, it does. It's beveled on one edge and flat on the other. The beveled edge, which is next to the goomer, same side as the goomer, always goes next
Is
to the
goomer an
material.
official name for
That
this?
is an official
The
name.
This is the goomer pad.
Yes.
Not the goober, the goomer. So like right here
Yes.
or right here.
Just anywhere.
So just like this
Mm-hmm.
and then straight through.
Straight through. Very
Oops.
good.
Is that okay that it bounced up?
Okay. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but we're a little bit too thick, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and see where we're at before we take it out, put it back in.
Okay, so
Always clean that
Clean
edge
the
of
rim.
your bowl,
okay.
okay?
And then when I'm doing this, is there like a beat, a pattern that I need to be going with?
Yes,
What is it?
one crank every 2 seconds.
2 cranks.
2 cranks per second.
2 cranks per
Two
second.
cranks per
And then we got Don Massey. It's his first day on the job today. He's helping us out too.
Yes,
2 cranks per second. So
and it never hurts to refer back to the test procedure.
yes, because this is an art. It seems like
Yes.
more.
You
Okay.
do not put your hand on
So-
the base.
You were about to slap my hand.
Yes.
Okay. So can I put it here?
Yes.
Okay. And then just 2 per second, right?
Yes.
And then
Towards you.
apparently it's the opposite direction than I would think. So we go. So it's about 1/2 inch.
Okay.
So it's about a 1/2 inch, right? That's what we're looking for?
Yes.
That took 50 cycles, so that's
Okay.
way too many, correct?
That is too dry.
So we'd have to add water to it.
Yes.
Okay, so take it, start all over, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take it all out. Oh, we didn't even show them. What we're looking for is like as we're doing this, we're looking for how big of a,
A 1/2 inch closure in the deepest section, which this little goomer lengthwise is a 1/2 inch. You can always set it up next to your groove to make sure that you have a 1/2 inch.
clean the machine like always, right?
Yes.
And then we dry it. And now we're gonna be adding some more water, right?
You always add in small increments.
Okay,
This is a test of patience. You don't want to get carried away and get it too wet and then have to add material to it and then get it
start
too
over.
dry.
So just 1 squirt maybe, or half a squirt.
One or two little squirts.
That was kind of 1.5, I think.
Okay.
So then just kind of mix it again.
Yes. And I would use my rubber spatula to make sure you get all of the overspray.
Okay. So like mix it and then use the over that, or just go ahead and use it?
Either way, whatever floats your boat.
So you could even mix with this one,
No.
but you're just, so what you're saying is just kind of go across that.
Yes, just
steam a
trying to
little bit.
gather up all of the moisture in the bowl from the overspray so that it's all incorporated into the sample.
Okay. Remember, if I'm doing something wrong here, you gotta point it out, because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay, just remember that you always have to have a porcelain dish. You cannot mix in a Tupperware dish
Mm-hmm.
because the mixing and kneading could get little pieces of plastic into your sample. The reason you don't mix with the rubber spatula is because if you have a high clay, you have to really apply a lot of pressure to get it to accept the water.
So looking at this, do you think this is about the right, should I try it now, or should I do another little squirt?
It's a trial and error.
Okay, so just put it back in here again.
Mhm.
had a little bit too much last time, right? So maybe,
A little more pressure than you applied last time.
do I have to do that again, or?
No, just put your blade just a little bit right there. Okay,
Pretty good?
pretty good.
Okay, then again, I take this with my goomer,
Mm-hmm.
facing this direction, and I come here and out, correct?
Okay, and we're still too thick. What difference would it make if we were too thick in our,
Would it make
Bowl.
it take longer for it to connect, possibly?
no,
Then what?
it would take fewer blows to make it close
Okay,
because
so-
it's too thick. So with the angle of the bowl,
So to show y'all
the
real
way
quick,
that you're putting it in, the rate you crank, the compactive effort causes a momentum for it to close.
so come back out.
Yes.
This is a test procedure with patience. I will have
Yes,
to
it
agree with you
is.
on that. So now I gotta clean it one more time. And then dry it. And then try one more time with maybe a little less material. than I
Well,
Oops,
the
I can't
amount of
do that.
material didn't matter.
It was where I started
What
from.
mattered was how much pressure you apply and where you put the point of your blade.
Okay. So come,
Okay, so come about halfway, right there,
okay,
apply
then do it.
pressure and come across. Don't let up on the pressure, that's why you don't have material right there.
Can I go one more time?
I think you're fine.
Okay. Come with my goomer towards
Mhm.
me. Is that better?
That is better, you just leaned a little bit over to one side.
Okay.
If you get the full bat wings,
Mm,
this is a 1/2 inch. So you want it to be
yeah, you can show
about
them.
midway. So you want a little bit of these bat wings, but not the full thing.
Yeah. So do I need to redo it then?
No, I would go ahead and see where I'm at.
Okay.
If I put it in, I'll go ahead and see where I'm at so I don't waste it.
Again, don't touch the machine.
Right.
$43.
Okay. And he does have the
1/2 inch.
perfect. well, getting close.
Getting close.
Getting close, but 43 is still beyond our, so
Okay.
we needed more water.
So we would put more water, but to speed this up, and so people can know, they can kind of see that same process continues and continues until you get it within how many blows?
Okay, depends on if you're doing a multi-point, you have to get 1 point between 15 and 25 blows, 1 point between 20 and 30 blows, and 1 point between 25 and 35 blows.
Okay, and if we're
You
doing
have
one
to
point,
have a minimum 10 blow difference between the wettest and the driest.
okay,
If you're doing a 1 point, you get it between 20 and 30 blows.
okay. So now that, let's just say we're doing the 1 point, we have our material, let's say. What is the next step?
Well, if we get it within our blow count,
Mm-hmm.
we don't accept it. We
Okay.
take it all out,
Okay,
clean our machine, put it back in. This is a verification.
just make sure it hits it again.
Yes, you should be within 2 blows of what this one was. If you were, that's a good correlation.
Okay,
Then you would take your sample out. That's
Okay.
to make sure an air bubble or something didn't cause it to close.
and
too
take it,
early.
when you say take the sample out, what do you exactly mean?
You go from edge to edge of the bowl and go straight through the groove closure. You have to have a minimum of 10 grams. If you want, you can always make it a little bit wider swoop.
We have a teared out container.
Yes, we put it in, make sure we clean the edge, and then get our weight, wet
Okay.
weight,
So we get a wet wet, put it in the oven, and then get a dry weight.
then get a dry weight.
Okay. What do we have these little,
What we have left over from our 104, we're going to dry it for our 105.
okay,
And one of the methods is sandwiching it between two plaster of Paris discs. So you just put it on, squish it, and let it set. When it's ready, you just slide your blade through to break the suction.
How do you know it's ready?
It will peel off of the plaster of Paris, and it also does not stick to your fingers. That's usually a good indication that it's ready to start your 105.
Okay, and like always, clean up your mess when you're done, right?
Yes.
You want to clean your machine, dry it out, and take care of all your equipment.
Yes.
Kathy, thank you. Is there anything before we go about Tex 104 that might be helpful for someone to know? Oh, we have a Ziploc. What is that for?
Well, that was for when you start with the dry prep.
Mm-hmm.
You wet up your sample, and this is whether you're doing a multi-point or a 1-point. You get it, your groove closure between 25 and 35 blows. Take it out, put it back in your bowl, and seal it for 12 hours. That's so you don't get a false liquid limit.
Okay. Thank you so much, Kathy. Hope this video helps you guys. Thank you.